All right, y'all, we're taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today, sitting at $110,147. Looking at the daily chart here. Obviously, when you scroll back, it looks highly toppy, but if you think about sentiment and where we are, and all the bullish catalysts coming, I think we got some more room to run here. So we'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, us being a crypto channel, but just kind of want to talk a little bit about some of the news lately in crypto. So first off, Robinhood to join the S&P 500. If you know anything about Robinhood, you know that they've slowly but surely kind of been leaning more and more into cryptocurrency. Brought up a few of the cryptos that they do offer currently. I will start off by saying that I don't recommend using Robinhood for anything, honestly. I know a lot of people do, but especially for crypto, I wouldn't recommend using it. I think Coinbase is a great place to start if you're just getting into crypto. I have some personal biases against Robinhood, mostly pertaining to the AMC debacle where they blocked buying and only allowed you to sell the coin. I know there's layers to that situation, but ever since then, I had options, longs, loaded, ready to make some money on that move, and then they only allowed you to sell. So I'm still a little salty about that. So I don't use Robinhood, but a lot of people do. A lot of new investors use Robinhood for general stock market investing and for cryptocurrency. So I think this is ultimately bullish because now everyone is invested in Robinhood. Everybody buys the S&P 500, and ultimately that market share and attention and money will move towards crypto, as we've all seen. So here's some of the offerings here. Looks like about 50 coins or so. A lot of meme coins, some of the bigger layer ones. So yeah, I mean that's all money that's going to flow into crypto eventually. Some speculation that Strategy was going to make it into the S&P 500 this past week, and that did not happen. They were not included in the S&P 500's quarterly rebalancing. So people are still expecting that this could happen, but did not happen this time around. But that said, Michael Saylor and Tom Lee will be on CNBC on Monday morning. Of course, Michael Saylor is the CEO of Strategy. And the strategy of Strategy is to buy a shitload of Bitcoin. And they keep doing that, and they've been very profitable because of that. Tom Lee, of course, kind of the Ethereum bull for his company. So we'll see what they have to say Monday morning on CNBC. So that'll get some mainstream coverage coming towards crypto. Another thing that's been happening kind of on crypto Twitter is Litecoin and Benjamin Cohen kind of squabbling back and forth. Talking shit about each other. Benjamin showed the Litecoin versus Bitcoin chart and just how it's kind of tanking, and then Litecoin making fun of his hairline. This is, to me, like kind of boredom bear market behavior. This in no way is like, people talk about if it's the top of the market. This kind of, and funny that this is kind of a signal to me, but this is just like kind of nonsense that happens when you're bored in a bear market. This is not like the kind of conversations and back and forth that happen at peak euphoria bull market. So this actually to me was like a signal in a way, in a weird way. That said, another kind of catalyst that's coming is the rate cuts, and that's what everybody's talking about. I think that's what everybody's kind of waiting for. I think that's why we've seen a little bit of a run up after that dip we had a week or two ago. Is the odds of the Jerome Powell doing the rate cut in September in about a week or two, I think about 2 weeks, have risen to 98%. So people are really expecting a rate cut. People now are even talking about maybe a 50-point basis cut. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be a 50-point cut. I think they'll do a 25-point basis cut. And is that priced in? Potentially. It's potentially priced in already. But now, some people are speculating that there's going to be multiple cuts even still this year in quarter four. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. We'll see how that affects the Bitcoin charts. I think we're going to see some of the alts run. I think we see Bitcoin kind of range in here for a little bit, honestly, for quarter four. I don't know that Bitcoin runs up crazy. I mean, I think we hit maybe another new all-time high and kind of range in here while alts catch up. That's what I expect to see. But nobody knows. I don't know. shit about ass, dude. I don't know anything, okay? So thank you. So thanks for listening anyways. And thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to be more consistent with these videos. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.